Oh, yeah, the name. Actually, yeah. My YouTube channel didn't start as a gaming channel. I used to have a gaming channel before, but that kind of got put on hold when I was about to, have my baby and whatnot. And then after I was ready to kind of come back to creating content, because no matter what kind of content I've been wanting to create, I knew that I wanted to create something. So for a while, I thought I wasn't going to do gaming anymore at all. And for a while, I've been while I was working on my books, since I'm also an author, I was writing about some topics that concerned, general, like, I don't know, kids nutrition and whatnot. And eventually, this YouTube channel was supposed to basically have these videos on them. It did have them, but I unlisted them and moved them to another channel later. But I realized that I want to go back to gaming because that is kind of a part of who I am as a person, and I just didn't want to give up my interests completely and just like become fully like someone who I'm not and just never play games again. So when I kind of resettled back into my routine, like with the toddler, well, back then he was a baby, and when I eventually started having enough time to not be super tired and still play some games, I realized that apart from just gaming, I want to create content that kind of orients around, uh, just pieces of, guides or content or whatever that are easy to digest and that don't waste people's time. Because I realized that a huge amount of my audience and gamers in general these days are parents themselves. So the name stuck around. I decided not to change it because I wanted to let the people know that I'm still relatable in that sense. So this is not like a classic gaming channel where we, super try hard or whatever. It's more of like a chill community thing that we have going on. So where people who also have similar experiences and maybe families or whatever can feel like they belong a little bit more. Because like as a new parent, like when I would go to streams, I would usually feel bad about not having enough time to commit to all these like big goals in gaming and big things and whatnot. So that made me feel like I didn't belong within the community, and that's what I was missing. So I tried to find a community like that for myself as well, but I couldn't. So I just, decided to create my own. That isn't to say that like every single person within this community is, a parent or anything like that. I don't think that, and I don't think I welcome only, you know, those kinds of people. Like anyone who enjoys this kind of content is absolutely welcome. And we often like we don't really talk about these we don't really like talk about these, like, I don't know, parenting topics or anything like that. I just yeah, I guess I kind of did start it as a parenting channel, but I wanted to merge these two things that I have. Like parenting will always be a part of me, but so will be gaming, because that is something that I've been always passionate about, and it's kind of a part of me. So I just decided to keep both of them and just have all of it, like, kind of at the same time, because I'm a bit greedy. And I just wanted to show people that you can still live a healthy life and still have balance in your life and still have family and still be happy with who you are and with your interests. So that's kind of what made me actually stick with the name. I often, like, I mean, I would just sit there and I would think, oh, maybe it would be a better if I change it to, like, well, since my in-game character is V and that's kind of how people call me, maybe it wouldn't be such a big change to, like, change it to V's Den or something like that. But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So so yeah, I don't exactly. I don't want people to feel like they don't belong just because they have other responsibilities in life, whether it be work or kids or whatever. There's plenty of people in the channel who work, who have other, stuff going on, and they're busy. So my idea is to just, have an environment where a busy person will come to the channel and they won't feel like they're missing out on everything when it comes to their favorite game or whatever. Like the mark content creation market or whatever is full of try hard content anyway, and I try to show people through my content that there's so much to do in any game, whether it's like spending time with people who you like, or maybe doing something that relaxes you and makes you feel good. Like that's the kind of atmosphere I try to go for, and I see that the people have really kind of been enjoying that. And I don't know, I just want it to be like a like a living room, like really chill. That doesn't mean that I don't want to do the hard content or the try hard content or whatever you may call it myself. I'm still getting ready for it. When it comes to Final Fantasy, I've been working on some things, and I'm happy about that. But also, I just want this always to be, like a living room, like place where people hang out and just kind of spend time enjoying themselves. So that's why I kept the name. Some more people like gamers in general. There are more now than ever before. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, like I want people to not identify me by my gender, but instead by my circumstances. I think is the word that I want to use. Like it's not the gender to me that matters, but it is. I wanna be the the kind of the more positive version of what you would call a female gamer as well, because sometimes when you say a female gamer, you kind of develop a prejudice towards it that isn't really what every single female gamer is all about. And I just that's why I don't necessarily identify myself as such. I don't enforce it. Like I don't talk about it in that way, because people obviously know I'm a female and that's that. But I just like having people with similar circumstances connect. And when you hear my channel's name, it kind of rings a certain tone. And I think it draws people who are either, just as busy with other things, or maybe busy in the same way themselves. Maybe they are parents themselves. And I've been seeing people connecting through this chat in strangest of ways. And, well, strangest as in like most beautiful ways, because they know that other people who gather there will usually have a similar mentality to them. So I just want a place where people will feel like they belong. And I also feel like it's a niche community. Like when you have a channel name that is like mine, you create a niche. And not everyone is going to feel welcome, although I think we've absolutely welcomed everyone, and I've never treated anyone differently in the chat based on their own circumstances, regardless of whether they're in high school or whether they're retired or whatever. Like everyone is the same here. But I just I don't know. I just kind of want that for my channel. Is that weird? I don't know. That's my reasoning anyway. But yeah, thank you for asking me that. I hope that was fulfilling enough. Try conscious that believes that gamer isn't ladylike. That's just absurd. People can like anything, and I don't think. Well, let's just be blunt. I don't think the fact that someone is in possession of certain genitals will define what they like or not like in life. And I think we're at 21st century where it's I don't know, it's absurd to think that anyone's gender or physical appearance or whatever will have anything to do with their with their preferences when it comes to how they spend their free time. I mean, come on. I thought we were past that. Yeah, I'm glad I gave a satisfying answer. Yeah, exactly. Like we all grew up with some sort of console, I think, well, maybe not all of us, but my generation definitely did. I was born in '94, so it was definitely becoming a thing then, and it was kind of normal to be a little gamer, although gamer wasn't a word back then. Like back then, you just played games. You didn't call yourself anything.